Speed is on from the 1,000 metre. Casarazade in the green, Her Royal Majesty's right there, the grey is Capriana. Just behind that Yata, Candy for My Mommy's further back in the run. Then Danya, Trattoria's further back, then Poppy of Bayou. Ariana's Spinner's about 6 or 7 lengths off them. Her Royal Majesty's going the quickest. The grey Capriana, the white Kid Gear second, then Candy for My Mommy. Yata's got the black cap, further back Trattoria, Casarazade. Danya's on the outside, Poppy of Bayou and Ariana's Spinner. 400 metres to go, Her Royal Majesty, Capriana, Candy for My Mommy, Poppy of Bayou down the inside, Casarazade, Her Royal Majesty, Poppy of Bayou, Capriana, Candy for My Mommy, and Poppy of Bayou's coming at Her Royal Majesty over the last 100, then Capriana, Poppy of Bayou though takes it up, and Poppy of Bayou, Her Royal Majesty's trying to fight back, but it goes to Poppy of Bayou. Second, Her Royal Majesty. Capriana's involved in a photo with Ariana Spinner and Casarazade. Number 8 is the winner, and that's Poppy of Bayou. And this, the William Longsword, Duncan Ells, Donovan Dillon. Number 8, 790 and 3 rand. Second, number 6, Her Royal Majesty. Third place, let's see, Capriana is the grey. Towards the outside, Candy for My Mommy and Casarazade. So I'd say Capriana, then Casarazade, Candy for My Mommy, Ariana Spinner and Yata. The tote favourite was number 3, Yata. So as we look at this, Her Royal Majesty leads it, and the winner, 2 off the left-hand side. Poppy of Bayou comes home strongly. This one is for the Kearns, Williams and Howells, and bred by Lummerscroll Stud, and it's win number 2 from 10. And Poppy of Bayou, she comes through and she wins it under Donovan Dillon. That is the running of the 6th race. Until the 7th, back to the studio.
Heinrich and Hester Kuhn, Vanessa Williams, wherever you are on this glorious evening, I'm sure ice-cold refreshment is being enjoyed because Poppy of Bayou has done you good here, the William Longsword, and she's won very well. Also, she's a William Longsword out of a Western Winter mare, and she's groomed by Ayabonga. And Ayabonga is the one that wakes up in the early hours of the morning, works through the day to make sure that his horses are kept in pristine condition. Well done to you, Ayabonga. 2,000 rand on behalf of Hollywoodbets and Gold Circle. Well done. Thank you very much. Let's get Donovan in, pick up ride, and tell us about the race, because you were happy to sort of, be patient and split open beautifully in the straight, and she really just unleashed and run a good race.
No, she did, Warren. I've always thought quite a bit of her. Mr. Howells asked me to come and sit on her before she had her early first run in the previous season, and I liked her a lot. I took a real fancy to her. I'm just pleased that she's come through and won today. I must just say all credit to Mr. Howells. He's brought her in tip-top shape here today. He had the idea of getting her to switch off behind, but enough that she was in a rhythm, but not out of it. She was a little bit further back, but she got into a lovely rhythm. When I asked her to stop picking it up and weaving her way through around the turn from the 600, she did everything for me. She slid through, and she won quite smartly today. And I must just commend Mr. Howells. All credit to him.
Well done to you. As I said, a pickup ride. We miss Diego, who's not with us here this evening, but you've done duty, and no doubt the Kuhn family and, of course, Vanessa Williams and her family will be thrilled with your performance from the saddle. Well done.
I must just say a very big thank you to them as well. Go back a bit of a long way with them, with driving Miss Daisy. But just glad to be on another one for them, and congrats.
Lovely.
Fantastic.
You. Come and tell us a bit of a story about this horse, because she's lightly raced and now a second career win. But you've got to have been pleased with the way she's let down, and she's really run her race tonight. And you said you found 1 or 2 problems with her.
Look, I must be honest, I was totally disappointed with the horse. And we got to a stage where it was more frustration stake than anything else. Put the blinkers on, claim 4 and tear off to the front. But last round proved to me that she just never found a finish, and I couldn't believe how well she was travelling going through about the 400. So I got to thank Ralph Katzwinkel. We did an overland scope on the horse. He said to me, put a grackle on her with a tongue tie. We only had the tongue tie on before, but what she was doing is she's choking herself up. This filly's got a lot of potential, and I was so pleased to see her come through with the run tonight. I got to thank Donovan. Got a fantastic race on the filly. I didn't want her racing up handy. I brought her back in a 5 specifically so that she could be run off her feet. And it's just, basically it's, what's the right word? It's overjoying to see her actually perform like she works out at home.
Well, especially because, as you say, it's frustrating when you know they're doing so well at home and there's issues and you're working on the issues. So yes, it is rewarding to come and see her bounce back to winning ways. I think that's the message you're trying to get across.
Donovan was actually supposed to ride her first time out, and unfortunately he got suspended or he got injured or something to that effect, and Lyle ended up riding her. So possibly we would have been a lot better off today if he'd ridden her in that first run, because he did a lot of work on her. And then somehow our paths never crossed with her again, but unfortunately Diego couldn't come down to ride her. And I looked through the jockeys and I thought, you know what, this guy knows this horse very well at home. He's always had a high regard for her, and it's worked in our favour tonight. I'd just like to thank Heinrich and Vanessa Williams for their patience with her. We were at our wits' end, and I knew if tonight never worked, then we were going to be moving her on, but I'm very glad to see her come through.
Well done, Duncan. All the best for the drive home.
Thanks, and just thanks to our sponsors, Hollywood.
Lovely, congratulations. That's the team there with Poppy of Bayou. Vanessa's not here, and Heinrich and Hester are not here, but there's no excuse for Vanessa because she's about an hour and a half away, but Hester and Heinrich, it's 2.5 hours by flight. So well done to you all. Congratulations. Of course, revving up for the yearling sales, Vanessa, and all the very best to you. Poppy of Bayou's won very well. 8, 6 and 10. Those are the numbers. There's plenty more racing action still to come.